Hello students, in the last session we have discussed inheritance in Java. So in inheritance it is one class inheriting the properties or acquiring the properties of another class. The properties includes the data properties, that is variables and methods. We have also studied different forms of inheritance in Java. In today's class, we will discuss method overriding, which is different from method overloading. So this is method overriding. So let's start. So method overriding is having the same method in subclass as declared in the parent class. It is known as method overriding. Now we have seen what is the parent class or superclass and what is subclass. So if we have two classes and the class 2 is inheriting the properties from class 1, or class 2 is extending class 1, then we can say class 2 is the child class and class 1 is the superclass. And when the class 2, that is the child class, inherits the properties from the parent class, and when the child class declares the method which is declared in the parent class, the same way the signature of the method is same again, then it is called as method overriding. So in other words, if subclass provides the specific implementation of the method that is already provided by its parent, it is known as method overriding. In simple words, the method which is declared in the parent class, the same method is when we declare again in the subclass, it is called as method overriding. Now there are some of the advantage of method overriding. The first, it is method overriding is used to provide specific implementation of a method that is already provided by its superclass. Now as we know, when a class inherits the properties, it also inherits its method as well. So you may say, when we are inheriting method from a parent class, why again the same method we need to declare in the subclass? The thing is, the subclass may want to implement that method in a different way. For example, if we have a draw method in a parent class, that is draw object, which may draw all different types of objects, and if we have a subclass that is, say, draw circle. So when I say subclass draw circle, in draw circle I want the method draw, but in draw method of subclass circle, I want to draw only a circle. I don't want to draw the other objects. So when we want a specific implementation of the method which is declared in the parent class, then we can override the method. When you want a similar implementation, there is no need to overriding a method, because you already have the method in the parent, and as you are inheriting, all that method will be available in the child class as well. But as I've told, if we have a method draw which draws all the objects in the parent class, and when we want the same draw method in the child class which draws only a circle, then we have to override it in the child class. Okay, method overriding is used for runtime polymorphism. It is an example of runtime polymorphism. Method overloading is an example of compile time polymorphism that we have studied, because which method to be executed, that is decided at the time of compilation in case of method overloading. That is why it is called as compile time polymorphism. That is an example of compile time polymorphism. Whereas method overriding is an example of runtime polymorphism. where the method, which method to be executed, it is decided at the time of execution. Okay, there are certain rules for method overriding as we have discussed. First, method must have the same name as in parent class. Now when you override a method, the first thing is the name which is declared in the parent class, the same name you should declare in the subclass as well for a method. Second thing is method must have the same parameters in the parent class as well. Now not only the method name, even the parameters, that is number and type of parameter, have to be same in the child class, then only it is method overriding, remember. So we have seen in case of method overloading, when we have more than one method with the same name but different arguments in the same class, then it is method overloading. In case of overriding, when we have a method which is declared in the parent class, again declared in the child class, which has the same name and same parameter, same in the sense same data type, same sequence of parameter, then same number of parameters as well, then it is called as method overriding. Okay, look at this example. So we have a class, say class name 1 and some method here. So method, there is a return type, method name and the parameter, and we have a method body and the class is closed. So we have one class declared here. Now we have one more class here, class 2, and this class is extending the first class. You can see CLS name 1. So this is CLS name 1 and this is inheriting, it is inheriting this, and as it is inheriting, all the properties of CLS name 1 are properties of CLS name 2 now. Now even this class, even this method is available in CLS name 2, and in CLS name 2 we have defined a method, return type, the method name, again the parameter. The same method which is declared in class 1, we are again declaring it in class 2, which has the same return type, same name, same parameters, then this is called as method overriding. But the implementation, that is the body, implementation is the body. The body of both the methods may be different. So the method in the superclass may have a different implementation, and the method in the child class may have a different implementation, and this is called as method overriding. Okay, with this we will stop here today. We will discuss method overriding with one more example in the next session. So we will stop here today. Thank you.